Hi, Michael Lantz. I wanted to do a quick video because many members of my tribe, they constantly are going to personal development workshops, seminars, podcasts, books, audio recordings, and they're not moving forward. In other words, they're spending some serious money and time, clock, and it's not working. I wanted to give you some personal development hack. I love personal development. I think everyone ought to do it. I've received so many great blessings from all the great knowledge that I've received. And I'm constantly looking for new authors, new ideas. And yet, I used to be in one of these things here. And now that I want to talk about one of these 3 hacks. Number 1, what's the real reason you're going? When I've interviewed and mentored many of my tribe and we get into this topic, one of the things that I've seen as a pattern is people's real reason is not to move forward. It's to have community. It's to be at these seminars and be with a bunch of people and associate and, hey, look at me, I'm doing personal development. Even in my private Facebook group, I have the same people constantly posting posts about, hey, do it this way, do it this way, do it this way, do it this way, when they're getting 0 results. You see, they need that affirmation that, hey, I'm doing personal development, so you gotta like me, you gotta affirm me. So you gotta have the real reason. And you might say that I'm doing it to improve my life, and I'm sure that you are. But when you really dig down, are you sure that's the reason? Because the second hack, you have to be absolutely a member of a tribe. And so that's where a lot of these people are trying to receive affirmation versus the real reason. And you got to have accountability. This is the reason that mentoring helps people, because I act as their accountability partner. For me, I do care that they achieve all the things and goals and milestones that they've set for each week that I work with people. But accountability is you are applying these principles that you learned in personal development. And I'll flat tell you, if a real reason is I got to overcome my fear. And what's the greatest fear? It's not rejection, it's not failure. It's the fear of shame. It's the fear of being shamed for failing, for being rejected. So if you're doing personal development and your real reason is I gotta get a measure of self-contentment. I gotta get a measure of self-love. I gotta get a measure of I'm okay with my imperfections. I'm okay with people seeing that. I'm okay with being open and vulnerable. That's a great thing that you can do with accountability. As an example, one of my tribe members, she's just this wonderful lady that lives in California. Single mom, 4 boys. So we relate. I had 4 boys. And one of her things is, I was gonna go Facebook Live, and she said, I'm scared to death. See, she was reaching out for her fear. So she's reaching out to her fear, which is a personal development hack. And then the final thing, you gotta look at your limiters. And that's kind of what I've been talking about. If you have these fears, that's a limiter. If you're unknowledgeable in a certain area, that's a limiter. If you lack skill sets in whatever it is that you're doing, that's a limiter. I use this same principle in Ironman triathlon. For me to win my age group in Kona, Hawaii in the Ironman World Championship, I've got to be able to bike faster, and I know I got to get stronger, which is what I've been doing. That's been a limiter. I got to run faster. For me, I've had, with my arthritic knees, I have to have perfect form. So that's a limiter. And I have my own in personal development limiters. And for me, my limiter is spirituality. And so I'm constantly into the Bible right now. That's where my personal development is, because that's my limiter. You want to improve your personal development, try those 3 hacks. If you like this video, please subscribe down below to my channel so that you'll be notified of others, and share it with other people. Take care. Bye now.